What is the fastest way to start healing from sexual addiction? That's our topic. If you've not subscribed, you want to hit that button right in front of you. You got a question, put it in the box. We'll get to you as soon as possible. What is the fastest way to heal from sexual addiction? I'm going to give you a few principles, and trust me, I have helped tens of thousands of men and women get better from sexual addiction. Okay, I'm the president of the American Association for Sex Addiction Therapy. I train counselors all around the world. And also, I'm the executive director of Heart to Heart Counseling Center. I've been personally counseling for over 40 years now. We do 5-day intensives. If you can fly into Colorado Springs. We do phone counseling. There's help for partners, betrayal trauma. That's the spouse of a sex addict. Lots of help, written lots of books. You want to subscribe if you haven't already. Listen, how do we get started? Number one, you got to be honest. If you're not honest about what you're doing, you can't get better. Simple fact. You cannot get better if it's a secret. Okay, so you want to start with having an accountability partner or a therapist or someone that you tell what you're doing. What are you looking at online? Who are you talking to online? What are you doing with yourself? What are you doing with other people? And be specific. There are 12-step support groups. If you can't find one, call my office, 719-278-3708. We have phone groups that you can get involved with. You can get encouragement and strength and hope from other men and women who are struggling in these areas and have victory in this area. So you don't have to be alone. So number one, you have to be honest. I remember when I started, I had to be honest with my roommate. And when I started getting honest with my roommate, I started getting well. And I've been clean for 40 years plus, okay? And I take a polygraph to verify that, so I'm not blowing smoke at you. You can be free the rest of your life, okay? Number two, you got to believe you can get better. If you don't believe you can get better, you can't get better. And I know you failed hundreds of times. I did too, before I start doing some of the principles I'm going to talk to you about. So you have to believe you can. If you believe you can't, you're right. If you believe you can, you can. And I have helped so many people get free from sexual addiction that I believe in that miracle. I see it every day. Once you get honest and you believe, you're going to need to get informed. So get the Final Freedom, get materials related to sexual addiction. The Final Freedom will help you understand what type of sex addict you are. If you go to sexaddict, SEXADDICT.com, there is a free test that'll tell you what type of sex addict you are, because the more intelligent you are about the type of sex addict you are, the easier and quicker you will get better. Okay? Then you have to have a plan. Let me give you a 5-point plan that has worked for tens of thousands of people. All right? Number one, you pray. Doesn't matter what your religious or spiritual background, even if you never talk to God ever, say, God, I need your help. I need to stay clean today. Number two, you want to read literature related to sexual addiction, like the Final Freedom. Get started, get moving on this topic, okay? Number three, you want to get in a support group. And you might be like, I don't want to do that, okay? There's not an option for you. You're watching something, the easiest way to get free. The easiest way to get free is to get in a group. The people who try to do that by themselves can add decades to their experience of failure, shame, guilt, and self-hatred. You don't need to do that, but you do need help. Addictions are not something that you get better by yourself. In the 12 steps, it says we. It doesn't say I got better. It doesn't say I became powerless. We is the secret. I got 4 degrees, and the way I got clean was having support and being honest with another man. And the way I stay clean is the same. I still have an accountability partner, who's in my life. And I'm grateful because if things pop up, I can deal with them right away. I don't have to go down the road of having secrets anymore. And it's so positive to live that way. So you want to be in a group. Number 4, you want to make a phone call for the first 90 days and be accountable. Now, you're not accountable to your spouse. You can be honest with him or her, but you're accountable to someone of the same gender, because they will call you up and they will call you out. They'll ask you questions. They're not financially or emotionally dependent on you. So you can start with a counselor, you can start with a support group person, get honest with somebody every day on the phone. The last of these 5 principles is to go ahead and pray. Thank God. However you got clean today, stay clean today, you did. Now you're also going to need to have a cleaning out of whatever's in your life. So you're going to have to maybe put a porn blocker on your phone. If you go to our website, drdougweiss.com, there's a button for a porn blocker. Hit it. Put it on your phone. That can help you a lot. You're going to need boundaries around people who support your addiction versus people who support your recovery. Make circles around that. Stay in the circle of the positive people in your life, because that circle will help heal you. The other will help you stay sick. If you have secret emails, credit cards, cell phones, or whatever you got going on, get those out of your life. You need to cut off every path to the addiction that you can. All right? If you can have codes on your computer, passwords for other people to maintain, have accountability software. If you go to our website, there's accountability software as well with the porn blocker. And it'll send an email to someone if you're viewing something that's inappropriate. And they can call you up and say, what are you doing? Right? There are ways. You got to have a heart for this. You got to want it. You got to believe you can do it. And that's the easiest way to start sexual addiction recovery. Now, you might need counseling. Feel free to give us a call, 719-278-3708. If you really want to do it fast, come do a 5-day intensive. Bring your spouse with you, because when you bring your spouse, it's you working on your addiction. They're working on their partner betrayal trauma, which is real. I strongly recommend, if you're married, to watch or read Partner Betrayal Trauma. It was a study we did, lots of statistics on what the pain of the sex addiction causes for the spouse. They can get starting better, and the marriage can start healing. If you want to expedite your recovery and everything's in motion, that is by far the fastest way to get a long way quickly, and you can call our office and do that. Listen, sex addiction recovery is so doable. If you don't do it, that's on you. But the principles, the materials, there's so much stuff you can do. There's the 101 exercises. There's so much stuff, the 12-step workbooks, there's videos, there's so much help for you. I would encourage you, for yourself, for the ones you love, take your next step. If you haven't subscribed, hit that button. If you got a question, put it in the box.